Okay, so at this point I would take it off. Now that's pretty thin. That's probably going to break pretty well. Maybe not. Not as easy as I thought anyway. But I'm probably out of view here. But that cut wouldn't take a whole lot of sanding on that. It cut reasonably well, and that's with my 1/2-inch spindle gouge. With the 1/2-inch traditional grind bowl gouge, that's what I call the traditional grind anyway. The heel of the bevel is straight around, and when I'm grinding that, it's against the grinding wheel, and I just hold it straight and roll it. And if you roll it far enough, you grind the wing back right to the point of the heel, so your cutting edge just disappears into the side of the flute. So we'll give this one a shot. And it's exactly the same thing. Start with the flute up if I'm going for a round, and then roll the flute over as I progress around. And that looks like it gave me just as good a finish as the spindle gouge. So I'll try a side ground bowl gouge. Thing is, I don't think it's going to make much difference, because I'm still going to be using just the nose with a pushing cut. So I don't imagine it's going to make much difference. And that's basically the same kind of finish. Just got the bevel rubbing and cut just since I'm traveling to the right, I was cutting just to the right of the gouge's nose. If I'm going the other way, I'll be cutting just to the left. Now the only thing is, the nose of this gouge has a bevel angle of about 60 degrees. So if I want to keep that bevel rubbing when I get down in there, I've got to have the handle almost over hitting the headstock. This one's got a bevel angle of 45 degrees, so I can get the same relation of the bevel to the cut with the gouge only rolled over, not swung nearly as far. then again, if I want a sharp shoulder, then I start out with the gouge, the bevel lined up with the direction of cut. And until I've actually plunged and established a shoulder there, the gouge really wants to jerk to the side. Actually, even more so than the, I didn't notice it quite as bad with the spindle gouge. So, and if I want to round that, then I start with the flute up and roll it as I go around the corner. Okay, but just the shape of this doesn't, with the wings not ground back, it's not as conducive to doing shaping, and this one, because of the bevel angle, is not great for shaping. So, one thing, like that surface is pretty good, right off the gouge. I'll try shear scraping with the side wing on a, this is another side ground bow gouge, a smaller one, 3/8. And that seems to do a reasonably good job as well. So I'm going to actually try making a cut into here and leaving a sharp intersection between the mushroom top and the stem. Okay, I've actually got some diagonal ribbing going on there. I must have been leaning too hard on the bevel and putting too much pressure against the wood, so it was flexing and vibrating just a bit. I'll try and clean that up with a lighter cut. Move the rest back down so I can get my finger behind it. And as I come into the corner there, since I have the gouge rolled very slightly, this lower wing is leading, and it'll start shear scraping on the underside of that mushroom cap, I guess. And then I can pull it out in a shear scrape up to the top.